My dear, before anything, I am sorry. Not the surface-level apology people throw around to feel lighter. A real one, born from realization, not regret alone. You were never wrong. Not back then. Not today. What you wanted was not only human, it was honest. A life with stability, love, peace, a gentle home where your heart could rest instead of constantly defend. You saw partnership as a place of growth. You saw commitment as a union, not a loss. You dreamed of a future where love wasn't chaos, where love wasn't guarded, where love was safe enough to live inside, not just survive beside. And the truth is, I envied that. I feared it too. Not because it lacked beauty, but because I lacked readiness. You built your heart around possibility. I built mine around damage control. You spoke in futures. I spoke in defenses. You believed love expands a man. I believed pressure exposes a man. We were both right, just incomplete without the other half of truth. You envisioned a peaceful, drama-free life with your partner. And there is nothing naive or small about wanting a slow world with one safe person instead of a loud world filled with temporary ones. Your vision was beautiful. My reaction to it was embarrassing. But let's be exact, not sentimental. I wasn't ready. Not emotionally. Not mentally, and sure as hell not financially. Not because I didn't want the role, but because I couldn't fill the size. I was running a life I barely understood, let alone inviting someone else into it. Immature? Yes. Weak? No. Confused? Absolutely. Dishonest? Not intentionally. But silence, even unintentional, still hurts like betrayal. You felt my distance as rejection. I felt your proposal as a mirror I wasn't prepared to face. You thought I was giving up on us. I thought I was protecting you from a version of myself that hadn't proven he deserved you. You saw the beginning of a life together. I saw the collapse of my unbuilt self if I stepped forward too early. Both perspectives make sense, but only one was communicated. That's the tragedy. Communication gaps, not love gaps, ruin relationships. You deserved clarity, not absence. Because the truth is painful but simple. I loved you then. I love you now. But love alone is not a foundation. It's a force. A fire needs a container or it burns the house down. And I didn't have a house yet. So when I said no, I thought it was honesty. You felt it as loss. It was both. You were wounded by the timing. I was crippled by self-doubt. I didn't want to give you a half-built partner who would collapse under responsibility you were ready for, scaled for, deserving of. You wanted a life partner who could build with you. And I wanted to be him so badly, it made me realize I wasn't him yet. So I worked after we parted. Harder, sharper, out of self-reconstruction, not distraction. Because losing someone who believed in a better version of you forces the work you always postponed. No, it wasn't fair. Yes, it was necessary. I needed time to grow into someone who could actually look at the future without blinking away from fear's flash. You wanted stability. I went to build the muscles to give it. You wanted love. I went to learn the language to express it instead of defend around it. You wanted peace. I went to wage war against my own immaturity first so you wouldn't have to fight it alone later. Because what you were asking for was not wrong. I was the one who was half translated. Do you know the irony? You were the first person who made me want to change. Not by demanding better, but by embodying what better feels like. When love makes someone grow, it's not pressure, it's exposure to possibility. You were possibility in human form. And now? Now I feel prepared. Mentally strong enough to hold responsibility without collapsing. Financially stable enough to build without borrowing confidence. Emotionally awake enough to say words instead of shadows. But we have to correct the poetry here too. Growth didn't happen because of destiny alone. It happened because pain sharpened you into someone who stops bullshitting himself. And you? You were never the sharpening stone. You were the reason the blade decided to finally form itself. You still carry a part of that old love, I can feel it. Not in words, but in your pauses. In your glare's softness. Even anger carries memory when love existed before the ruin. But love doesn't die quietly. It haunts. It teaches. It returns disguised as realization. Some people move on from houses and cities and faces. But twin flames? Souls? Real bonds? They don't exit. They echo. Even if you try to outrun them. I could disappear from rooms and screens and conversations. But sweetheart, I was never gone from you. I was just hiding from myself while assuming I was hiding from the world. I never replaced your place in my heart. I just postponed the version of me who could stand proudly in yours. That was the flaw. Love was always there. Readiness came late. But readiness came now. And now is what matters, provided we don't bullshit the word now again. I don't know what happens next. I don't know if paths cross again or if timing ever cleans its own mistake. But you should hear this, clearly, without metaphors decorating its edges. I didn't reject you because the future was wrong. I rejected you because I would have destroyed it with immaturity you didn't sign up to parent. And I loved you too fiercely to risk ruining you with my unbuilt self. That's the truth. And truth weights heavier than apologies, but heals deeper than silence. If you ever doubt whether love existed, it did. You were never wrong. I was just late becoming enough to carry what you were always enough to dream about. And twin flame love? It doesn't leave when logic grows in. It only finally makes sense why it never left in the first place.